Hey guys, today we are going to see another list, now with the upcoming games for PlayStation 5 in 2022 and more games in 2023. The games will be organized by release date, so watch until the end to stay updated of the next releases for PlayStation 5. And if you want more videos like this, about PlayStation 5 and PlayStation Plus, then subscribe now. We will always upload more videos like this. And the first game is Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Without a doubt, Gollum is one of the most fascinating characters in the Lord of the Rings, and now you will be able to know his story in detail, from his time as a slave below the Dark Tower to his stay with the Elves of Mirkwood. Use your stealth skills, agility, and cunning to survive what awaits you. Jump and hang to access strategic points and escape dangers. Now, fully recreated for PlayStation 5, The Last of Us, Part 1. You can't forget this exciting story and unforgettable characters from The Last of Us. In a civilization completely devastated by infected, the protagonist Joel is hired to take a girl, Ellie, from a military quarantine zone. This is going to be a completely new experience, with modern gameplay mechanics, improved combat, animations, and effects. You can't miss this game.
So is that everything you hoped for?
We love PlayStation and we will always create more lists like this. Subscribe and like, so you support our work. And let's go back to the video.
No sector is everywhere. I'll hold them as long as I can.
Have you ever played Overwatch? It's coming to PlayStation 5. Overwatch 2, you can play for free in PvP mode, with new heroes and more maps for all players. You can also subscribe to the Battle Pass between the game's seasons, but the story mode must be purchased separately. And for those wondering what will happen with the first Overwatch, it will no longer receive updates, and will be completely replaced by the new game.
Oh yeah! You're with me. We're getting aboard that ship. I knew you would return one day.
The next game to release is Marvel Midnight Suns. You take on the role of the Hunter, a dragon slayer with a mysterious past. You will need to lead a group of superheroes and dangerous supernatural warriors. The list of playable characters includes well-known superheroes such as Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, Ghost Rider, and many others. With gameplay similar to the first game, A Plague Tale: Requiem. You have to face French Inquisition soldiers, while hordes of hungry rats are spreading the Black Plague. The gameplay remains similar to the previous game, but with an expanded combat system, additional options to progress, and improvements to the stealth system, being able to counterattack and hide again if discovered.
I don't know what's happening to me, Lucas.
Let's go now to Gotham City, with the newest open-world game, Gotham Knights. Without Batman, crime increases in the city. Now Batman's allies need to restore justice in Gotham City to stop it from falling into chaos. Play as Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Hood, each with unique abilities and gameplay. Call of Duty: Modern Warfare 2 is coming to PlayStation 5. The game puts you in a global conflict that features Task Force 141 operators. Infinity Ward brings revolutionary gameplay to fans, with all new weapon handling, advanced AI systems, a new gunsmith, and several other graphical and gameplay innovations that will take the franchise to the next level.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard?
Are you ready for the new God of War Ragnarok? The Norse saga continues. Kratos and Atreus must journey to each of the 9 realms in search of answers, as the Asgardian forces prepare for a prophesied battle that will bring about the end of the world. Face monsters and Nordic gods and explore mythical landscapes in this game. You can buy now from the PlayStation Store to enjoy from day one in this game that promises to be amazing.
We gotta find him.
Come in.
What in all yarns be the happened to him?
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
Is coming a game that seems to be very scary. The Callisto Protocol. The game is set in 2320 in a prison colony called Black Iron. You take on the role of Jacob Lee, held in Black Iron, who finds himself in the middle of an alien invasion that seems to have been designed by the prison director. The game takes advantage of the resources available on new generation consoles to make the game even scarier.
I just love that last part. Gives me chills every time.
Let's see now, Sonic Frontiers. Sonic has all abilities from the previous games, merging with a combat system. The player can climb on certain walls and create a trail of light around the enemies. You will fight with huge bosses and solve several puzzles heads in a world, for the first time in the franchise, that is widely open. Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core Reunion. A PSP classic is now coming to PlayStation 5, with updated visuals, new models and several gameplay improvements that you can consider almost a remake, but faithfully following the original narrative. Move zack freely around scenario, using attacks, special abilities, spells, items, blocks, and attack dodges.
It's a church.
Star Trek Resurgence. With an interactive story and narrative set within the Star Trek universe, you must unravel a sinister mystery involving two civilizations on the brink of war. Interact with characters from the Star Trek universe through a variety of dialogue, choices, and action-packed gameplay that will determine the course of the story.
This can't be right.
It's already amazing, this list of games for 2022, but it's not over. Let's see now the upcoming games to be released in 2023. Forspoken. Take on the role of Fry Holland, a young girl who is transported from New York to the fantasy world of Athia, where you use magical power to travel and survive through it, in order to find the way back home. Dead Space will arrive on PlayStation 5 in its remake version, with new lighting effects, textures, best 3D models and much more. The game will use the powerful graphics of the new generation to keep the game with amazing graphics. Set in the world of the Harry Potter books, now you can create your own Hogwarts Legacy adventure. Discover what it feels like to live at Hogwarts, make allies, fight wizards, and decide the fate of the wizarding world. Be the witch or wizard you want to be. The game is completely adapted for DualSense, making the game even more immersive. If you are thinking of buying a DualSense controller, link is in the description. Remake of the original 2005 version, and coming to PlayStation 5, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Brings modernized gameplay while preserving the essence of the original game, with a reimagined storyline and detailed graphics, making this one of the most awaited horror games.
Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
The newest Ghostbuster game. Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. A multiplayer game that promises to be quite fun. The look and atmosphere of the game provide an immersive experience for fans of the series. A new open-world action RPG, Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. The door to beyond has been opened, thus allowing the ancient army of the undead to escape. Now humanity is on the brink of extinction. It's time for the Alliance army to take back his world. New game in the DC Universe. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Discover the origins of Amanda Waller's infamous Task Force X, as Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang and King Shark begrudgingly embark on their mission to take down the world's greatest DC superheroes, the Justice League. For fans of the Final Fantasy series, coming in 2023, Final Fantasy XVI is the next game in the main series of the Square Enix franchise. Set in the world of Valisthea, you can't miss this game that has all to be amazing. Aliens, Dark Descent. Command a squadron of colonial marines to stop a terrible outbreak of xenomorphs in Moonlethe. Lead your soldiers into real-time combat against iconic xenomorphs, rogue agents of the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, and a host of horrifying creatures new to the Alien franchise.
Willis! Open fire! Go, go, go!
Get ready for a magnificent horror experience in Layers of Fears, a first-person psychedelic horror chronicle focused on unsettling exploration and immersive storytelling, with a new game direction and an amazing story. Now in the Marvel Universe, we have the sequel, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, with its exclusive release for PlayStation 5, continuing the journey of Peter Parker and Miles Morales, where they face new challenges and discover the secrets spread around the city.
Yes. We will.
Street Fighter 6 promises to bring innovation and evolution to fighting games, where players will be able to test their skills around the world in search of their personal strength. With 3 game modes and cutting-edge graphics, the new Street Fighter 6 is worth a try. Lose yourself in a new sci-fi action-adventure game. Pragmata introduces players to a deep narrative and setting, with state-of-the-art visuals that take advantage of the new platform. Explore a unique lunar world on PlayStation 5. A survival horror game with an intense atmosphere and a twisted psychological story. Alan Wake 2. It promises to be a great title for the PlayStation 5, with a story that promises to be monstrous and gigantic.
This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
And for Star Wars fans, here comes the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The long-awaited sequel to Fallen Order has everything to offer an exciting story, will arrive for PlayStation 5 in 2023 and is worth testing. Thanks for watching. There are 2 more videos on the screen, choose one.